So you finally decided to write your ebook. You've picked your topic, you're doing your research, and you're trying to figure out what you do after you get done. Let me stop you right there and take you back a bit. One thing that people often tell me is that, hey Nakisha, I wrote an ebook and I didn't make very many sales at all. It's because you're missing key steps prior to the writing that's costing you your success when you're done. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the winning team. I'm Nakisha if you're new. So with my very first ebook, I made about $1,500 in the first weekend, and that same ebook continues to make me about $1,000 a month. Now, I contribute the success of that ebook to some key things that I did before even writing the ebook. And today I wanted to talk about them because these are some things that you need to think about, ask yourself, ponder on, whatever you need to do. You need to think about these things very specifically if you want to see success with your ebook as well. Now, the first thing you need to do is to validate the idea. You need to make sure that people want the information that you're going to put together. There are several ways that you can do this by researching online, Google, YouTube, social media. You need to do search terms around that idea of the ebook that you have to see what the desire is, what the needs are of those customers, and see if this is something worth writing, because the last thing you want to do is to write an ebook that no one wants to buy, because I'm pretty sure the goal of your ebook is to generate some sort of profit. So if you want to do that, you have to write an ebook that people want to read. Are there already ebooks on this topic? Are there any courses on this topic? Has someone else created something similar to what you want to do? Because I say this all the time. Listen, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's not about copying anyone out here. It's about validating the market. And if this ebook you're trying to create is already in the market in some way, shape, or form, that's a good indicator that people may want what you're trying to create. Now, that's not always the case, because there are gaps in the market. There are gaps in information that could be missing, and you could have just found you a pot of gold, but you need to do your research to see if that's the case. You can't just pull a topic out of the clear blue sky and say, hey, I'm going to write an ebook on this, because maybe people don't want that. Maybe that's not the thing that they're asking. Maybe you got the subject matter right, but maybe that's not the specific thing that they're asking for. And maybe you do have the subject right and they don't want the information in the form of an ebook. So you have to do your research and make sure that you validate that idea to ensure that it is a topic that people are looking for and they're willing to put their money in to learn the information. The next thing you need to do is to decide what problem your ebook is going to solve. Listen, your ebook needs to solve a clear problem for someone. It needs to be someone's solution. And so you need to think about, okay, how is my ebook going to help someone through a problem? If someone is trying to lose weight, is your ebook going to help them specifically lose 10 pounds in 30 days? Then that needs to be the purpose of the book. We don't need an ebook that's packed with all this information that's not relevant. It needs to be relevant to the person's problem. And in these cases, I have found that ebooks that are about very specific topics and that are about very specific problems, those are the ones that do the best, because you're solving a specific thing. Listen, yes, I might want to lose 50 pounds overall, but right now I'm just trying to lose these 10 in the next 30 days to get into this dress so I can be popping at the party. Okay, so yeah, you might have an ebook about how to lose weight. That's not specific enough. You might have an ebook about how you lost 100 pounds in a year, but girl, that's not it either. I'm trying to specifically lose 10 pounds in 30 days so that I can fit into this dress. It needs to be that specific that the person feels that there's an urgency to buy your book because they feel that your book is going to be the solution to their problem. Next, are you even qualified to teach this information? So maybe you did your research and you found out that people want to know specifically how to lose the 10 pounds in 30 days, but you've never lost 10 pounds in 30 days, so you really can't speak to that information then that's not the ebook for you. You have to get out here with integrity, and usually experience sells better than made up facts that we researched on the internet. And the know, like, and trust factor is super, super important. And for people to trust the information that you're giving, it needs to be legit. You need to have experienced it yourself. That's the information that sells the best. It's when you've gone on a journey, or when you've gone through a process, and you can now take your experience and hand it back to someone else and say, this is how I did it. This is what worked for me. And I am now giving you the recipe to do exactly what I did. You need to assess the level of knowledge that you have in this thing to determine if you need to be writing it in the first place. Have you built authority around that topic? Have you gone through the journey that you're trying to teach someone else to go through? Now, this next one is essential. This is really, really crucial, but a lot of people miss this step. You need to determine who you're making the ebook for. You need to be specific in your target audience, because let's keep on with this 10 pounds situation, right? So let's say you're a female and you're over 30 years old and you're a mom, and you actually lost that 10 pounds in 30 days. And you're trying to speak to the same type of person. Maybe you're trying to help moms over the age of 30 lose 10 pounds in 30 days, okay? That is a very different target audience than a man in his 20s who's trying to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. And you need to be very specific about who you're targeting with your ebook so that you can market to that person in the proper way, right? The things that you would say in your copy or in your videos, or however you choose to let people know about this ebook, is going to be very different when you're marketing it to a mother over the age of 30 than it would be with you marketing to a 20-something-year-old male who's trying to do the same thing. So it's so essential to be clear in who you're talking to in this ebook so that you can market it in the right way, so that you can have the proper verbiage inside of the ebook that's going to fit for the person that it's intended to fit. So being clear about who you're writing the ebook for before you even begin will help you tremendously in the copy and how you're selling that ebook, how you talk inside of that ebook, the verbiage and everything that you use, and it will be clear. And it will be easier for you to find your customer because you are speaking directly to her and not just trying to speak to everybody. Because you know the saying, when you're trying to speak to everybody, you're speaking to nobody. And now that you have all that figured out, you need to figure out how you're going to consistently promote this ebook every single month so that you make sales. I have seen so many times where people get caught up on the writing portion of the ebook. Actually, that's the easiest part of the process, is to do the writing of the ebook. It's the sales part that we need to be focused on, because let's be real, we're out here trying to make a coin with this ebook, right? We want to make a coin. So you need to be thinking about how you're going to make those sales, because what you don't want to do is to write this ebook and take all this time to put into the creation of the product and never make any sales on it, because you're an expert. You did this. You have the expertise, you have the experience, and you want to share that with people, right? Because you want to make sure that other people are getting those results too, so that they can have good things to say about your product and you can make more sales and all that good stuff, right? But none of that can happen if there is not a sales process in place. So you need to think about how you're going to sell these books each month. Obviously, one of the easiest ways to do it is through your content. You need to set up a content plan and how you're going to promote that book each month. Are you going to do a YouTube video about it every month? Are you going to go live on Instagram? Are you going to post pins to Pinterest? Whatever your methods are, there needs to be something in place. But I definitely recommend that you have some sort of sales funnel set up on the back end so that you don't have to manually do this process every single month. Now, What a sales funnel is simply you walking people through the process of buying your ebook. So maybe on the front side, you do a video around the topic that your ebook is on, and you send them to sign up on your email list to get more tips about that topic. And once they sign up on the email list, you can have some series of emails that goes to them that gives them more information on that topic, and then eventually offers them your ebook that you have on that topic. Now, you need to offer value and give people more. People want more. They want to know that you know what you're talking about and what's your journey and why should I listen to you. And then eventually you can offer them the product. Depending on the price, it doesn't have to be like 32 emails or anything like that, but you know, just an intro email and tell them your journey and all that good stuff. That works really, really well for selling ebooks. So if you have not considered setting up a sales funnel, I highly, highly, highly suggest that you do that, so that you can make this ebook a passive stream of income, and it's not something that you're working all the time on selling. It literally can be selling itself while you're at home in your bed sleeping, watching TV, hanging out with your family, and all that good stuff. You want to turn this ebook into a passive stream of income. So those are the things that you need to be doing if you want to ensure your success with your ebook. Now, if you have not started writing your ebook yet, I wrote my successful ebook in a day, and I made a video all about it. So check out this video right here so I can tell you how to do it too.